Yo, what's going on, guys? Here's a review on Undisputed 2, Last Man Standing. Michael Jai White film. Turn that music off, copyright reasons. They might just mute the whole video and fuck up the whole review. Guys, this film, wrongly accused, unjustly imprisoned. Now he's fighting back. Sorry guys, I just have to do that. Actually, I won't apologize. Fuck it, that was awesome. Alright, listen. This is one of the best films I have ever seen. Clearly, like instantly, after I watched this film, I was like fucking sick. I've seen this film bare times since I've bought it. I've seen it like about 8 times since I've purchased it, and I've watched the commentary quite a couple of times. It's a brilliant film. Michael Jai White is sick in this film. I can't believe I hadn't seen it sooner. Brilliant film, man. Alright. Basic rundown of the film. Actually, let me tell you something about Michael Jai White first of all, man, if you don't know. And Scott Atkins is exceptional in this. Michael Jai White is amazing, and Scott Atkins is exceptional. Like, I love these guys as martial artists. I mean, as actors, they're fantastic too. I mean, it's rare that you get martial artists who are, you know, in the acting industry, who are not only exceptional martial artists and very talented and highly skilled in martial arts, but also very, very good actors too. Jai White is a great actor, and so is Scott Atkins. Scott Atkins did the Russian accent so superbly well in this film that Russians thought that Scott Atkins was Russian, you know. Other people assumed this guy was just Russian. They didn't know too much about him. They was like, this guy's Russian, hands down. They never knew he was actually British. They're both brilliant in this film, and there's some great acting in this film as well from other people, and not just Scott Atkins and Jai White. Basic idea of this film: it's a continuation from Undisputed 1, which was Ving Rhames and Wesley Snipes. I wouldn't really call it a continuation, to be honest. I'd call it, what would I call it? I'd call it, it was just a brand new film to me. I mean, you don't have to see the first one at all to see this one, because it's different characters anyway. I mean, Jai White and Ving Rhames look nothing alike, have nothing, they could never play the same roles ever. They're not the same characters, they don't have the same essence, they don't have the same soul, they don't have the same features, they don't have the same style. Nothing about them is the same. You can't, there's nothing about them I could say is the same at all. So I don't really see it as a continuation. I see it as just a redo, just not even a redo, just a different film, you know. Like, you don't have to even see this one to see the third Undisputed film, which is mainly about Boyka, which is Scott Atkins' character. So, you know, you don't have to see any of these films to watch them, basically. You don't have to see number 1 to see number 2, you don't have to see number 2 to see number 3, you don't have to see any to see number 3, you know what I mean? So, it's that kind of thing. Every single film can stand alone as an individual film. It's not like Star Wars, you know. But even Star Wars can be watched singularly, you know. So, anyways, unless you're watching the second film, which is Empire Strikes Back, which is just long, and then the other films as well. Anyways, guys, brilliant film. Basically kind of starts off with Michael Jai White's character being framed and sent to prison. It was the mafia who set him up, the Russian mafia, so they can get some fights going on, because Boyka, who is the undisputed champion of the prison circuit, the prison fighting circuit, no one will place bets against him anymore, so there's no money being made. It's all about money. So Michael Jai White, who's playing the character that Ving Rhames played in the first film, he's kind of, you know, he's not as big as Ving Rhames' character was in terms of his status as a boxer. He's a former champion, so somewhere along the line he's lost. It's interesting because they make it look like he's undefeatable, yet the first one he lost to Wesley Snipes. And it's like Michael Jai White's character, the character Michael Jai White plays, you wouldn't see him losing to anyone. You know, you'd think he never lost. It's the kind of way he goes on, you know. So I don't know, man. I really don't think it needed to be a part 2. It could have just been a standalone film. Could have just been someone else from that world of boxing, you know. But you know, it's still pretty cool. The only flaws about this film is the fact that, you know, he learned a considerable amount of skilled martial arts in a short space of time, because he comes in as a boxer and goes out a mixed martial artist. While he was in there, he was being taught by I think it's KGB, was it? Spetsnaz, some Russian special forces guy, I think it's Spetsnaz, who's in the prison. Really cool actor as well, very good actor. Some very strong acting in this film, man. This is why it's one of the best martial arts films I've ever seen. One of the best films I've seen in general, if we're, you know, going over all the genres, just in terms of just putting it out there as one of the best films, up there with The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and other films like that. Obviously it's different genres, but I'm saying in terms of martial arts films, if not one of them, you look, man, it's one of the best martial arts films definitely I've ever seen ever, and that is going to be, you know, brilliant film. Anyways, so yeah, you got some brilliant acting in this, and it's just, the casting was just perfect. I personally feel the casting was perfect. I've seen Undisputed 3, that's pretty cool as well. Yeah, Undisputed 3 is heavy as well, man. It's different, you know. You don't have to see, you don't have to see this film to see number 3, and you don't have to see you don't have to see number 1 to see this either. So it's really awesome, man. Brilliant film. Jai White, I respect Jai White, man. Michael Jai White to me is more, he's a philosopher as well as being an exceptional martial artist, and a strong actor too. You know, you've got, I ain't gonna say no names, but there's, you know, certain successful martial arts action stars who aren't very good actors, you know, at all. They don't do any acting, they're not actors. But, you know, they make up for it because they're exceptional martial artists. But Jai White is completely different. If people don't know about Jai White, I mean, Jai White is probably mainly recognised from, like, films like Exit Wounds with Steven Seagal, where he played a villain in that. People know him as Spawn. People know him for some old stuff as well, man. He's gonna be he's Jax in the new Mortal Kombat, so definitely check that out. He was supposed to be Jax in the original Mortal Kombat Part 2, but he chose Spawn instead, which is understandable. It's a main role, as opposed to just being Jax in Mortal Kombat, which isn't a main role. But I think they've changed that, I think, because of who Jai White is and what he's become now. Jax is a more important character in Mortal Kombat now. Anyways, we'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, Jai White is brilliant, man, and he explained in the special features of Blood and Bone. Blood and Bone is also one of my favourite films. Jai White's films are becoming my favourite films, man. Black Dynamite is a heavy film as well, comedy, taking the piss out of the old black exploitation films, which is banging. But yeah, Jai White, man, he's brilliant. I'd love to work with that guy. You know, I'm deep into martial arts. Like, I could be a lot deeper, but I like to feel that I do pay attention to martial arts. I'm a martial artist myself, and I'm a fan of loads of martial arts films. You know, loved people like Jackie Chan, Jet Li. More Jackie Chan than anyone, but Sammo Hung as well. Sammo Hung is amazing. I'm still surprised to this day that some people don't know who Sammo Hung is, who call themselves martial arts genre film fans and not know who Sammo Hung is. And Bao Yan as well, who is underrated completely. You know, Bolo Young, obviously. Bolo Young might be in the Expendables too, by the way. That's really exciting stuff, man. I mean, he doesn't look as formidable as he used to because he's shrunk in terms of his age, in terms of his size for his age. Anyways, guys, so Undisputed 2, definitely check this film out. Last Man Standing, brilliant martial arts movie. Ain't gonna say too much about it. Some great fight scenes. The choreography for the fight scenes is fantastic. It's probably the best choreography I've ever seen in a martial arts film. It's stylish. You know, the martial arts looks on point. You know, there's passion, there's acting there as well. It's just an awesome film, man. It's just, well, I can't say enough good things about this film. It's brilliant. The director definitely knows what he's doing as well, and it's just definitely a brilliant film, man. Jai White is definitely setting himself up to be. I mean, why did this film go to DVD? Why did it not go in a cinema? That pisses me off. You know, maybe selected cinemas, I don't know, but it should have gone into major cinemas like the Odeon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why it didn't go into huge cinemas. It's a brilliant film, brilliant martial arts film, and it. You know, the quality, everything about it is amazing. So I don't understand. It really pisses me off when stuff like that happens. Yet you see films in the cinema, like, you see films in the cinema that just sucked, like, big time. You know, I understand personally. It pisses me off. Anyways, guys, moving on. Brilliant film. Definitely check it out. Undisputed 2. Bad boy film. Definitely going in my bad boy film category. And watch out for Jai White, man. If you haven't checked out his other films, just IMDb him, Michael Jai White. And some people might not know how to spell that. Okay, let's zoom in here. Michael Jai White. So it's J-A-I. It's Michael and White. So yeah, guys, definitely check it out. Blood and Bone is a bad boy film. Black Dynamite. Everything I've seen Jai White do has been heavy. So, you know, I don't doubt him at all, and it'll be amazing to work with him. Undisputed 2, if you like, you know, prison film mixed with strong acting, mixed with redemption, not redemption, because that's more of the third film with Scott Atkins, but Scott Atkins is also exceptional as well. I didn't know much about Scott Atkins or who Scott Atkins was before, but I do know now. Brilliant film. Also, you know, definitely pick up the DVD because you can watch the special features. You can check out how they made the film, how they made Scott Atkins look taller than Jai, you know, the training Scott Atkins did. Also, type into YouTube, Scott Atkins becoming biker. That's really interesting, and you get a good insight into how he built up his body and the training he was undergoing to become that character that he plays in Undisputed. Check out Undisputed 3 as well. Good film. I watched it online, but I'm definitely going to get the DVD as well. Cheers to viewing. Undisputed 2. Bad boy film. Jai, Scott Atkins. Brilliant performances. Some great unknown actors in terms of unknown to me. Definitely is in that film as well. So check it out. Big boy film. Peace.